You exist in all dimensions right now. But you are not aware of it. And this disconnect is what is called separation-based egoic thinking. And this mode of thinking is the root of all evil. There are 4 distinct dimensions that you currently occupy. That is, spiritual, mental, astral, and physical. The spiritual is the void of infinite potential we call God. The spiritual dimension out of which all that is, comes forth. This is that awareness of being that you can never lose. Your I amness. Then comes the mental realm that the Hermetic philosophy describes as the universe. That is, the all is mind, the universe is mental. This is the imaginative faculty of God. God uses the mental plane to imagine things into existence. This is the principle that brings forth something from nothing. Then comes the astral realm. You may have noticed that there is a slight delay in manifestation in our 3D world. We can imagine or assume a thing by the law of assumption, and the seed is planted. The manifestation will take the allotted time it needs to bloom in this world. But the astral realm is where whatever you think appears instantaneously. This is the realm of your dreams at night. You might have noticed that the dreams of the night follow the bounds of your consciousness. I saw a post about The Last of Us new season on Twitter and boom. In my night dreams I was on a train that was getting away from zombies. Now, if manifestation was instantaneous in this physical world, you can imagine the chaos we would cause. This is the reason behind the slight delay, and it is by grace. But make no mistake, time is an illusion. This is why you need to understand that you exist in multiple planes or dimensions of existence at once. And I will prove it to you in a bit. What you can imagine is literally real right now in the mental and the astral realm. That is why recently I have been fascinated by the idea of lucid dreaming. Because lucid dreaming is the easiest method to access the astral realm. At least it is the gateway to it. Because we are not fully awake, so its realism is questionable. We can induce our body to fall asleep consciously in meditation and leave our body, like the Tibetan monks do, and go to the astral realm. Do you think these monks can sit for insanely long periods in a state of no mind and no experience? Just chilling like a rock with no motive? Not at all. They slip into other dimensions of experience and live many experiences and lives that you cannot even begin to fathom. This is why when an uninitiated individual takes psychedelics, they can lose their mind. As the veil is lifted and they are able to perceive things in the astral that they are not supposed to. And since they have ordinary or no control over their mind, they conjure up frightening beings and experiences that destroy their psyche. So be advised. Train your mind and imagination first before diving into the astral realm. Do you have control over your fears? Because you will encounter them in the astral. Lucid dreaming is fine because it is mostly in the lower astral and it is less tactile. You cannot lose yourself in lucid dreaming. But you get the idea. The astral world is where every whim, emotion, and thought manifests instantaneously. So the quirks of the mental image creation are worked out in the astral realm. This is why in this physical world, only your solid convictions that you truly believe in manifest. This is what Neville Goddard attributed to as the 4th dimension in his book, Out of This World. Where all that you can be exists right this very moment. So, the absolute plane of existence or our base is, I am. Our awareness of being. That is the spiritual plane. That is God, unconditioned awareness of being. Then comes the mental realm. The imaginal faculty that imagines realms into being. Then comes the astral, where these mental pictures take form. And are worked upon to work out the kinks. Think of it as the beta testing realm. And once a mental picture has been filled with details, God knows it to be real, and it manifests in the physical realm. And then God individualizes himself to manifest as a soul in that world, to experience his own creation. You right now are an individualized aspect of God who is experiencing his creation, that is your life. But since you are one with God and separation is an illusion. You are the same consciousness, just keyed low. You create the same. But on this level, to have a genuine human experience, God has put amnesia upon himself. Otherwise, God would never be able to experience anything in the most genuine of ways, as God would be aware of its illusory nature. How could God experience death? If she knows full well that she is immortal. Do you see now, why are you not aware of your entirety? But make no mistake, each soul that has individualized itself from the source will return to it eventually. The graduation from each realm, experience, world, is promised. You will walk through your journey in your own unique way, but eventually you will awake. And once you wake up, you will graduate. And then you can decide to either rest in the womb of Source as just an awareness of being and be unconditional love. Or you can go on in the mental realm and create your own art piece or world. But on this level, in this life, you are still one with Source. Therefore, you are animating this experience as you go. When you still your mind, you still retain awareness of being. That means you are not your mind. When you dream or deliberately leave your body in meditation, you are still aware of being. That means you are not your body. So you see, you exist on spiritual plane, the base level we call God. Can you imagine? I am sure you can, if you are watching this video. Well, that is your proof that you exist right now in the mental realm simultaneously enclosed in the base realm of spirit. You are imagining constantly, but you are not always aware of what you are imagining. When you watch a scary movie, you imagine with fear, the demon chasing you. It manifests on the astral plane, and you meet the demon in your dream at night. This is why some people will swear that they met Jesus in a dream, but their description of Jesus follows their own belief, what they think he looks like. Someone met Prophet Muhammad. I occasionally watch a channel that talks about demonology. The channel author met Satan in a ritual in a trance-like state in the astral realm. You see where I am going with this? What you believe to be real and infuse your emotional energy with it, you will be met with in the astral realm. This is why near-death experiences follow the beliefs of the person. One may meet Jesus upon death, another Krishna, and the one who is afraid of hell is greeted by Satan. Now, if the demon chaser practices the demonology morning, noon, and night and is obsessed with occult, he will encounter something like that eventually in this physical. Remember, instantaneous creation happens in the astral, but in this world, there is a delay. It will not appear here immediately or otherwise all hell will break loose. This is why this realm is often regarded as a school. We are here to control our imagination and master manifestation. Anyhow, I have just proven to you that you exist right now in the astral realm as well, you just can't see it because of safety issues and for the sake of authentic human experience. But advanced practitioners and even novices can slip out of their bodies at will or accidentally and slip into the astral. Otherwise, almost everybody dreams, so there is your proof. And since your dreams do not go out of the bounds of your consciousness, that is your proof that it comes out of you. You are creating it as you go. Or rather you are uncovering only that part of all that exists that you are a vibrational match with. This is why you will never experience something that you are not aware of. Because it is not yet present in your mental plane. Your I am, awareness of being, is your base. That is God. Your mind exists in the mental plane, this is why you can imagine anything right now. And even give it sensory vividness and feel it real. Are you skeptical? Close your eyes and grab a thorny rose. Can't you feel its thorns poking your hand? Can't you smell it? See it? Well, this is the mental realm. Now to the degree you make it feel real to you in your imagination, increases its chances to show up in this physical realm. But in the astral, it is already manifested. Now this scripture verse will make sense to you. Say not ye, there are yet 4 months, and then cometh harvest. Behold, I say unto you, lift up your eyes, and look on the fields. For they are wide already to harvest. John 4:35. You see, these words attributed to Christ are teaching you the law of mentalism. That you must see in your mind's eye as real and a fact right now, that which you want to manifest in this world. Do not see the harvest in future, time is not real. In the astral it already exists. This is why time is only somewhat applicable in this physical experience for authenticity to mimic a natural world. And is in actuality, non-existent. This is why creation is finished as Neville Goddard said. As all exists right now in the body of God because you can imagine it. And manifestation is instantaneous, but it depends on your mental focus. And since most of us are not particularly avid practitioners, we get an uncertain and relatively mundane world. But no matter how much of a novice you are, if you imagined it, it exists right now in the astral. And if you keep on imagining it, it will show up in this world. So, my dear deliberate creator. Are you aware of what you are creating right now?